Good morning, this is your media report for Monday, March 23rd, 2015. I'm Sergeant Lori McGee, Media Relations Officer for the St. John Police Force. From Friday morning, March 20th until today's date, police have responded to 277 calls for service. We would like to hear from anyone that has any information concerning any of our calls or investigations. We can be reached at 506-648-3333, at our email, police@stjohn.ca, or you can do it anonymously through the Provincial Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477 or on their website at crimenb.ca. On Friday at 4:30 p.m., police observed a female walking on Adelaide Street who was known to be wanted for an outstanding theft file from the Giant Tiger on March 7th. A 22-year-old female was arrested for theft and released to appear in court at a later date. Also on Friday, as a result of a motor vehicle stop on Millage Avenue, a 26-year-old male was arrested for possession for the purpose to traffic in a controlled substance. A quantity of cocaine, marijuana, and Canadian currency were seized. The accused will appear in court at a later date. On Friday evening at 7:25, a 47-year-old male was arrested for mischief after he was observed damaging a vehicle on Orange Street. The accused was released and will appear in court at a later date. At 8:50 p.m., a 17-year-old female was arrested on King Street for violation of a court order resulting from an outstanding file. She was held in custody for a court appearance. At 10:15 p.m., a 44-year-old male was arrested for assaulting his wife after police were called to a residence on Brookside Court. The victim sustained minor injuries, and the accused was released on conditions and will appear in court at a later date. At 1:12 a.m., a 36-year-old female was arrested for assault with a weapon on another female after police were called to the Union Street Bar on Union Street. The victim received minor injuries, and the accused was released on conditions and will appear in court at a later date. At 2:42 a.m., police were called to the Morrison Road regarding an assault. A 38-year-old female was arrested for assault and threats after she showed up at her ex-husband's residence. She was later released on conditions with a future court date. On Saturday at 2:02 p.m., police received a call from the staff at Giant Tiger Prince Edward Square Mall, who were reporting a theft that had just occurred. An officer located the suspect vehicle on Paul Harris Street and arrested the accused. Stolen merchandise was recovered and returned, and a 33-year-old male was arrested for theft. He was held in custody for a court appearance. At 8:36 p.m., a 25-year-old male was arrested at Sobeys, Westmoreland Road, for causing a disturbance in McAllister Mall. The accused was released, and he will appear in court at a later date. At 10:05 p.m., police received a call from Brunswick Square Security regarding a male trespassing in the mall. The accused, a 42-year-old male, was later located and charged for trespassing. At 1:42 a.m., police were called to Pitt Street concerning a break-and-enter. The homeowner reports that sometime throughout the evening his residence had been entered. He believes he scared off the suspects as the residence had been gone through. Several items have been handled, although nothing appeared to have been taken. At 2:36 a.m., police responded to a call of a fight outside the Fish and Brew pub on Fairview Boulevard. After everyone was separated, a weapon was located on the ground. A 34-year-old male was arrested for assault on a 50-year-old male who did not appear to have received any injuries. The investigation is ongoing. At 3:11 a.m., police were called to the Chateau St. John Hotel regarding a guest threatening the staff. A 42-year-old male was arrested for threats, became uncooperative, and assaulted a police officer while being taken into custody. He was later released on conditions and will appear in court at a later date. On Sunday at 1 a.m., police were called to Wentworth Street regarding a domestic assault. An 18-year-old male was arrested for assaulting his 17-year-old girlfriend. The victim sustained minor injuries, and the accused was held in custody for a court appearance. That should have been at 10 a.m. that morning. At 12:31 p.m., police were called to Wyatt Crescent regarding threats. A 13-year-old youth was arrested for threatening his mother with a weapon. He was later released on conditions, and he will appear in youth court at a later date. And at 6:39 p.m. last evening, police were called to the Aquatic Center regarding a child in distress. A 5-year-old child was removed from the bottom of one of the pools after being observed by a lifeguard. The child was quickly revived by lifeguards and transported to the regional hospital. She was held for a 24-hour observation and expected to make a full recovery. At 9 p.m., a 35-year-old male was arrested for probation violation after being removed from a residence on 5th Street. He was later released to appear in court at a later date. And at 5:02 a.m. this morning, a 30-year-old male arrived at Peel Plaza headquarters and turned himself in for 3 outstanding arrest warrants for theft, fraud, and break-and-enter, as well as 2 outstanding committal warrants. He was held in custody for a court appearance this morning. This concludes the media report for Monday, March 23rd. Have a great day and be safe.